If you are new here, you are highly welcome. My name is Acopt Fashion. I create content on sewing tutorials and sewing tips. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys for supporting your girl. In today's video, I want to show you how to make this beautiful luxury boubou with built-up collar using damask fabric with ashoke. It is very simple to make, guys. Trust me, it is very simple to make. If you have been having issue in sewing built-up collar, after watching this video you'll be sewing it like a pro. Just make sure you practice after watching the video, and guess what, guys, you are going to thank me later. Without wasting much of our time, let's dive right into the video. So the measurement for today's tutorial is bust 40 with 36 hips 46, shoulder 16, then the length of the dress, the full length of the dress will be 60. So I'll check the hem of the fabric. If there's any excess, then I'll just go ahead and cut it off. The next thing I'm going to do is to transfer my measurement to the fabric. So I'm going to start by measuring the width of the neck, which is 3 inches, and the neck depth is going to be 1.5. So it's going to be 3 inches by 1.5. So guys, if you are here to subscribe to our channel and like our video. So I'll connect the two together like that, and the next thing now is to measure the shoulder slope. The shoulder slope is 2 inches. 2 inches for my shoulder slope. I'll just connect it back to the I'll connect it back to the neck width. So I'm using my tape measure to roll it out like so. So yes, I've been able to roll it out accurately. So guys, I forgot my ruler at home, so and I don't want anything to delay me anymore. So I've been able to do that like that. So I'll place my tape measure at the shoulder parts and measure downward. I'm going to measure my waist measurement, my waist length rather. So my waist length is 2 inches before the navel. So 17 inches. I've ruled it out like so. So the next thing is to come down from the shoulder slope. So where the shoulder slope ends, I'm going to place my tape rule there and measure 13 inches for the sleeve measurement. So you can go as far as 14, 15 inches, 16 inches. It depends on how wide you want the armpit to be open. But for this particular dress, I'm okay with 13 inches. By the time I finish sewing it, it's going to remain 12 inches. So guys, and next thing is, and one more thing is, I can use my sleeve measurement, my sleeve length, to serve as my bust point. Yes. So I'll just take my bust measurement, which is 40 inches, which is 40, and divide it by 4, and it's going to be 10 inches plus 3.5 inches. That is the seam allowance I want to use, 3.5 inches. So, and I've added my sewing allowance, which is half inches. So I'll go to the waistline too. My waist is 36 divided by 4. So, and I'll add 3.5 inches as well. Then I'll go to the hip length. My hip length is 25 from my shoulder, and measure my hip length. My hip measurement is 46. I will do the same thing and divide it by 4 and add 3.5 inches. Then I'll mark it downward like so. So I'm still coming back to the front piece to take my front measurements. So, but for now, I'm going to cut the two together. The back measurement I've put on the material, I'm going to cut the two fabrics together. I mean the front piece and the back piece. So I'll come to the hem of the sleeve and measure 1 inches inward like so, and connect it to the upper part of the sleeve. That will give my armpits a neat sitting. So I'll just connect it with each other and cut it out like so. So I'll remove the back piece and be left with the front piece. So now I want to take the neck measurement of the front piece. So I'll measure from the upper part I'll measure 8 inches downward like that, and measure 1 inches inward, and connect it to the neck with the 3 inches of that I've measured before. So I'll just connect it like so together like that. So this is the outcome of the dress. So I will take it to the sewing machine now and join the wrong side of the fabric together. So before I join it, I will use ashoke material and place it at one side of the neck because of the nature of this style. So I'll just measure the length of one side of the neck and add 1 inches and cuff it at the side and attach it before joining the front piece and the back piece together. So guys, I've been able to do that. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to measure the neck round and measure my ashoke. The width of the ashoke is 6 inches. I'm not going to use the whole 6 inches. I'm going to remove 1 inches. I'm okay with 5 inches. So I will use 5 inches for the built up collar. So what I'm trying to explain there is I did a little curve at the down part so that I will have a curve shape on that ashoke. So after measuring my neck round like that, I'm going to add 1 inches to the length of to whatever I've measured. So 1 inches at one side, 1 inches at the other side. So that would be like 2 inches. So I measure 27 and I'm going to add 2 inches to make it 29. So I'll go ahead on the ashoke material and measure 29. Then I'm going to cut it out. After cutting it out, I'm going to fold this to be 5 inches, to be 2.5. So when I unfold it, it's going to be 5 inches. So like I said, the whole of the width of the ashoke is 6 inches. So I'm going to remove 1 inches to give us 5 inches, because if I use the whole of 6 inches, the built up collar will be too high for me. So I will take it to the sewing machine now, and do proper joining. So I've been able to join it together. So I decided to join it at the wrong side and use the ashoke to cover it outside. So I decided to notch it at that down part to give it a proper finishing. So the next thing now is, so I've been able to iron it as well. Then the remaining that I cut from the belt for the collar, I decided to use it to turn in the sleeve inside, because the ashoke fabric is very small, it's not enough. So the next thing is, I've been able to iron this one too. I just had to cut a particular shape and I used iron to fold it inside. So I'll just go and place it like that and make proper joining before doing the final joining on the sides. So now the next thing is, I'm going to measure my side pockets. I'm using inner pocket for it. So I'll place my tape rule on the shoulder of the dress and measure, take it to my waist length. My waist length is 17 inches. So 17 plus 1, that will be 18 inches. So from that 18 inches, I'm going to use scissors to just notch it Then from there I will measure 6 inches downward, so that will be the space for my inner pocket. So after all this thing, I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and just join it and attach my pocket. So guys, thank you for watching to this extent. We have come to the end of the video. So this is the outcome of the dress. Guys, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next video.